All right. Not only that, speaking about emailing Sergio, we do get emails from you guys watching, which is awesome. So thank you for that. So let's go over a couple of the emails that we are getting
Yep.
from you guys that we can highlight some of the things.
Yep.
So if you
I
wanna,
got this yesterday. I wasn't gonna put this in, but then I go, this guy like so genuine that I go like, you know what? Screw it. Let's add another one. We'll add 5 minutes to the show. So he emailed me something with a bunch of garbage trips, screenshots, which I get multiple now. By the way, people, hashtag know your worth, hashtag decline garbage. There we go. We're gonna keep saying that until I'm gone. So I insulted him. So he goes, "Thank you for your reply. Houston is such an insult. The mayor sold us out so cheaply to Uber, but I plan to keep rejecting the crappy rides. Please encourage the RideShare Guy team to have a Telegram group. We will be able to post everything straight to the group and chat online as well. Thank you." And P.S. He goes, "I was also robbed at gunpoint by my Uber passengers back in January, and Uber did nothing. Hello, welcome to the freaking RideShare game. So sad. I'm grateful to be alive. Thank you and the team for all you do." Well, thank you, buddy. We're not going to mention any names, obviously. But these are real goddamn letters I get by the tons, and I pick the best ones that I think should be shared with everybody. This is where we are in this game now. Okay, and to me, I mean, come on, man. This we don't need to go through this. And on top of that, adding the insult to injury, now we got upfront fares. Look at these things. What the F? I like his style, by the way. He's watching us live while he's taking a screenshot.
Yeah, I do like that. So for those who are watching, it might be a little
there
hard.
You go, buddy. There you go, Daryl.
But if you're watching on like a tablet or your computer or something, yeah, right down in the bottom corner right there, they're watching SMTMC. So that's awesome.
Yeah. This is yeah. Hey, he just read. No, I'm real, bro. I read Mike. I do it. Look at this first trip, 10 minute plus 14 minutes, 24 minutes for 771. I'm not even looking at the mileage at this point because that's more. I don't know which one's more insulting, Chris. Is it the time is more insulting or the minutes are more? Mileage is more insulting. I think they're both equally insulting.
Well, either way, it's 13 miles roughly.
Yeah. What is that? 50 cents a mile? 50 cents a mile.
Something like, right around there.
Well, fuck Uber. The IRS deduction is 62.5, bro. If you know any math, I mean, seriously, you won't even go near this trip. So decline garbage. There is number one. Number two, 884. What is that? 45 minutes? No, what is that?
32 minutes.
32 minutes. Another half hour for $8. Oh, by the way, Dara. Really, Dara. Honestly, man. Or Andrew or Sachin or whoever's going to come on the show. Okay? Let's do a little bit math here. Okay? I love math. My major. I love math. Let's see if we can get to, what was it? $36 on active hour drivers making in the US now? Is that what it was? The latest number?
That's what they say, yeah.
Okay. So can you get me to 36 with this 884 trip?
Oh.
Active hour, right here, 32 minutes, active hour from the time you accept the ping to the passenger to drop off. 32 minutes, 884. Okay, and let's say I did
not only that, that's 16 miles. That's 50 cents.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that get me to 34 on any of these trips. On active hour, Dara, get me to 34, buddy. Come on now. Even you can't mess up math like that. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. Next one. 1859 for 47 minutes. Get me to 34. Okay, screw 36, Dara. Get me to 26.
Look again, at this. 32 miles at 1859. Again, another
decline garbage. Hashtag decline garbage. Look at these. This is all garbage. And the last one, actually, last one is still insulting, but maybe less insulting because the price went up by $4. I'm like, that's 35 miles for $22. This is Houston, people. Any other Houston people here that are getting tortured like this, bro? This is bullshit, right? Well, we appreciate the screenshots. Keep them coming because the only way we can do this is pass these around, pass the word, put it on social media, on our channel. We're not shy. Let me tell you something. No punches pulled here. These are undoable, Uber. Honestly, whatever algorithm, whatever you're doing over there, I'm not sure. 50 cents a mile is not doable, Uber. Okay? So, next one.
Hashtag decline garbage.
Hashtag decline garbage, please. This is a Chicago driver. I've had conversations with this guy before. Extremely freaking intelligent man. Obviously, he's a professional, but he's still doing as a half full-time side hustle kind of a thing. He goes, here we go. He goes, hey Sergio, I think we're kind of screwed in trying to get all the chips. So I'm going to keep this a little shorter because this is a lot of technical stuff. So guess what, people? Uber, about when UFD showed up, ultimate fighter. I'm the ultimate fighter. When UFD showed up, upfront fares and destination, Uber also got rid of the receipt of the passengers that you guys can see right after the trip. Okay. Now you have to log into the website to see your weekly totals, click individually on on links that are live to see what the passenger paid, because they don't want you see it, and log off, of course. Right. So me and this guy, we're doing our own spreadsheets. Michelle is doing her spreadsheet. San Francisco driver is doing it. Jeff, I think, is back. Jeff is doing it. A lot of people are into doing spreadsheets. Geeks, you call them, whatever. But you know what? We're trying to find out if this upfront thing is a fair cut or not. Okay. So some guys doing only short trips because Uber says, shorts are going to pay more, longer is going to pay less. Bullshit. Everything is paying less. If you look at those Houston trips. So now what they did, before I could go on the website and download the whole thing into my Excel or my Google Sheets, right? And then boom, all the information was there. Guess what they did, Chris? They went from a CSV file to a PDF file now. I can do shit with that PDF file, right? So this guy goes, all it brings is a spreadsheet is the data shown 11 pages, PDF pages of my weekly spreadsheet spread down to 618 columns. Yeah, make it a little bit more transparent, Uber. This is really transparent. This is very easy. So if I can figure it out, this guy in Chicago can't figure it out. I don't know. Gary, can you figure this shit out? They set up where you have to hover over each trip PDF and see that trips data, which then opens another PDF. I'm like, yeah, this is very transparent, very uncomplicated. Thank you, Uber. And then it goes PDF, and you have to be online to do this, right? All the time, by the way. You cannot be like download it and switch it to Excel or something else. And it goes PDF Uber bastards. So you can't even open the individual trip data from downloaded weekly earnings PDF. Well, yeah, hello. It's very transparent. And then last comment, I lost it. I just laughed. So he goes, I'm not knowledgeable enough. So next page, Chris, let's see what the next page brings. He goes, well, wait. Now, this guy called support, and he got into support that is for data, customer support, like another level of support, right? This guy's email back to him, I have the screenshot. He sent it back as a CVS file. Moron. CVS is a pharmacy. Okay, it's not a CVS file. It's a CSV file. And this guy works at Uber's tech support, bro. Look at this shit. So he goes, I'll give him pharmacy, maybe even Walgreens, as if CVS doesn't. We're laughing now. So on a brighter note, he goes, I made some money. Why? He goes, I made some money because his AR is 34%, his CR is 8%. And this comment made me lose it. I'm still laughing. I think I'm going to steal this line. He goes, I cherry pick so much that the USDA is on my ass to be properly licensed for farming. This made my week right here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to steal this line.
Oh, so, but did you read the second line?
That's yours. That's yours.
Okay, so one of the things that we talked about was some of the safety features, where you got the interview with Sachin, and they were talking about how the fake name is going to be no longer allowed on the Uber platform. So he got to use the Uber's fake name reporting feature this weekend. The name was Lil Demon, was on the way to the club Friday night, kind of dressed like a demon, but the Lil part was many pounds off. Ooh, ouches.
Oh, yeah. That's like a dagger. So Sachin, I interviewed Sachin Kansal. It was 3 or 4 weeks ago. Are you watching this? Do you see this? You guys didn't purge. Little Demon is still on the goddamn platform. Okay. We know that's not his name. And, look, 9 hours, $290. I go, okay, not horrible, not the best, but, Chicago, by the way, is always coming in with higher earnings than normal. So I'm like, yeah, so keep sending me these guys. Seriously, I especially if you're as funny as this guy in Chicago. This guy in Chicago was hilarious.
Yeah,
So
that was pretty funny.
yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so Little Demon, bye Little Demon, you're gone because you got tagged, and USDA is looking for this driver. So I want everybody, all drivers on this channel, and whoever you spread the word to, everybody should be looking for you by the USDA because you guys are cherry picking way too much. So Denver driver, here comes the Denver guy. You know, all these cities. Last week, who do we have? Cincinnati. Last week we had Charlotte, North Carolina. So all these cities, right? This is not just one city. This is happening in every goddamn city. So we need to fix this. I love your podcast. Without that and Gabe's community, I would think I was totally alone. Gabe, who's our EV specialist, in seeing all these patterns and nerding out on them. It's very reassuring hearing you all talk about it, all and say most of the same things I'm thinking. Anyway, I wanted to polish this more, but decided to get something before the podcast tomorrow. If you're able to receive it in time, I'm pretty obsessed with Lyft's meltdown here, since I used to make equal money with both. It's honestly like watching the AI equivalent of a celebrity burnout and meltdown in live. I love these senses of humor, bro. This is just off the hook. A train wreck I cannot look away from. I'm tired and have a lot more to say about that, but I want to share a few examples of what's going on with you. I'm attaching some videos. Well, I didn't put the videos, but I put the screenshots. It's also interesting to see Uber overpay drivers. Hello.
What?
That means what did he say? Overpay? Yeah, there are trips that Uber does overpay because they're ripping the passenger off so much they decide to share the wealth with you.
Well, we also showed that on your video, I think it was last week or the week before, where there were a couple of them that were like $1.25 a mile if you broke it down, where you were getting quite a bit more. So
Sharon, no, we cannot do that, but you can send me the email. I'll forward your email to them, Sergio at the RideShareGuy.com. It's also interesting to see Uber overpay well beyond surge bonus on a lot of these rides. They pay out crazy high for medium length trips here when it's busy. Tony, are you listening? This guy is cherry picking the shit out of it, Tony. Tony, the driven dad in Denver or close to Denver. And look at these trips, Chris. There is money to be made, maybe. Look at this. Now, this guy, for some reason, has his all European shit set up. I don't know, like kilometers on some of them and matrix. I don't know. He's not even Canadian. He's in Denver. I don't know how he has the shit set up. So
no, you
some
can
of his trips. Yeah, look at this first trip. What a beautiful trip. $56.02, 24 miles, 33 minutes. Now we're talking Dara. Now this looks a little more like $36 on active hour. Second one, 1.2 mile pickup, 28 miles, 41 minutes, 61. The third one is the most beautiful one. 5.5 miles, 16 minutes. Pax got ripped by 100. Easy C note by Uber. Uber goes, yeah, I think we should pay this guy half of it. And boom, there you go. So this means what? Cherry pick, cherry pick, cherry pick. You know, look, I'd rather do one of these trips every hour, hour and a half, right?
Yeah, because here's
my money. Here's my money.
Here's your 36 an hour.
Yeah, there you go. There's my 36 an hour. There you go. Right. So, and this is the last one, which I appreciate. There's this Florida guy now. There you go. So to me, this was the best one. This truly made my week because it was well written and to the point. Not that the other one weren't. They were all great. So I want to close by reiterating what a big fan I am of how impressive it is to see the passion you have to do what is right. Well, thank you, sir. I spend the majority of my life elevating people. At 58, that torch belongs to someone else. It's hard to help people. Okay, are you listening, Formica? So people on the chat and whoever 4, 6, 8, 10,000 of you that's going to watch this later, and I'm sure we're going to make a snippet out of this, put this out. Please put this out to different people who don't know what they're worth. Hashtag know your worth. Okay. This guy knows his worth right here. It goes, okay. He goes, it's hard to help people who do not want to help themselves. In my early Uber days, beginning 2015, I used to hang out at the airport holding area and speak to driver after driver, advising them how to run a rideshare business. Thank you, sir. This is a business. It's your small business. If you're especially driving more than 20, 30 hours a week, it's a business. Over time, you realize that they have no interest in learning. Well, we're going to try to change that, Florida driver. I know your name. I cannot mention it. Uber and Lyft are fully aware that 99% or more of their drivers are clueless when it comes to how they get paid, that they do not withhold taxes, not contribute to Social Security, etc., etc. And they want it that way. They know that every Tuesday, the driver sees $1,500 in their checking account and they think it is their income. How silly. Thank you, sir. I hope you're successful in your quest, as it will benefit me as well. But in the meantime, I will stick to 2 business principles. Don't let good be the enemy of great. Yeah, $1.50 a mile is good, but 75 I can live with, because what's coming up next? In business, there are 2 circles: circle of influence and circle of control. 90% of your time should be spent in your circle of control. And you know what? I'm going to take this to heart the rest of the months, whatever it is, that I'm going to be doing this. Thank you. Much appreciated. Circle of influence: upfront earnings versus before upfront earnings. Reminiscing about the past, worrying about what customers pay. Are you listening, people? Versus what drivers are paid. All are example of things that RSG may have influence over but have no control. Well said. Well said. And the next one is what got me. It goes circle of control. Have a plan, execute the plan, update the plan, set your personal goals, know your expenses, provide excellent service, carry business cards, and build a private client base. Buy economical cars, learn how to drive a hybrid to get the best mileage and maintenance. These are all things in a driver's circle of control. If this is not the Bible, I don't know what the heck the Bible is. So if I can repeat this on every show, I think it'll be good. And this guy, by the way, got flagged by 3 different assholes, passengers, that this guy's driving fast. And he goes, Sergio, I talked to him. He goes, Sergio, I haven't had a moving violation in 30 years. So yeah, you cheap ass, whatever you are, stop harassing people. This guy's going to get deactivated because of your bullshit. He got like 3 warnings for speeding. I mean, come on, man. Let's chill on that. And he sent me this. He goes, I bought a 2020 Kia. And look what this guy did. Everybody should be doing this. Look at this.
This is smart right here.
Look at this. If this doesn't get better, okay? If everybody is not doing this, look at this guy. Look at this spreadsheet he created. 20 Kia Niro for rideshare driving costs. What he paid for the car, his estimates that he's going to end up driving this car for 225,000 miles down to the pennies. And total cost per mile for him is 27 cents. How many drivers know this, Chris? How many drivers do you think they know this?
I'm going to say, you know what? It's going to be like a 0.1% if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I'd say 0.1% of drivers know that.
Yeah. Well, guess what? This right here is the Bible. So if you guys don't get anything out of the show, please learn how to do this. This is not that difficult. He broke all his expenses down. Assumptions. Look at the assumptions. He even put those in there. Vehicle use, 75,000 miles per year. Obviously, this guy drives full time. 75,000 miles is 6,000 miles plus a month. Insurance costs, gas based on current prices, tire changes every 75K, oil changes every 15K. And his total cost, that's why he said, don't be greedy. 75 cents a mile is good for me. That's why his math works for him. But for each driver, that 27 cents is going to be different. For newer cars, maybe it's different. For older cars, it may even be less. So to me, this is the Bible. This is what we're going to work on.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.